Welcome to another episode of Drinking After Dark, a podcast where we discuss random topics while having a few drinks. I'm your host, Darius, and as always, drink responsibly. And y'all make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to Drinking After Dark podcast YouTube channel. Tonight, I'm not drinking on anything. I'm just drinking on some sweet tea tonight, man. Hope you guys are having a uh great week so far. Had a great weekend. Um, there's something we gotta talk about, man. So let's go and get into it. We gotta talk about Marvin Sapp. Marvin Sapp uh went viral. If y'all pretty much already seen the videos and everything. All the jokes has already been made, especially this past Sunday. Marvin Sapp went viral for basically asking the ushers to close the doors, asking the congregation in person and those who are tuning in to his live, uh, you know, total about $40,000. Okay. Now, he's been receiving a lot of backlash for it. Um, you know, I don't, right now, I just can't stop thinking about the jokes. I mean, if y'all saw the jokes this past Sunday, um, all these different ministers and everybody making a joke. Ushers close the doors. Close the doors. Um, everybody was laughing, joking, having a great time. But Marvin Sapp pretty much went viral. Again, I know you guys seen a viral clip of him asking the ushers to close the doors while he's asking for this particular um, amount, pretty much asking for this particular amount. Uh, my take is this. Okay, we all know Marvin Sapp is gospel recording artist. I think Grammy Award winning artist. Um, one of the biggest gospel songs probably ever created. Never would have made it. If y'all remember that song, that was back. What year was that? It's been a while. I think it was like late 2000s. It was around late 2000s when that song came out, but still a popular song to this day, as well as a lot of great gospel songs that still are being sung across churches across this country, particularly Black churches across this country. Um, Obviously, he has his church and everything. Um, I'm pretty sure it's like a mega church because it was 1,000 in attendance, so you could pretty much see, you know, yeah, it's a pretty big church. Uh, he's a minister as well. Like a lot of gospel artists, there are ministers too. Um, but it's the fact that, he asked for a specific number, got everybody in the uproar. My take is this, when it comes to giving, from one, you want a cheerful giver, right? You want a cheerful giver. I can't speak right now, but that's what you really want. And when you really think about it, 1,000 members in the congregation there in person, 1,000 members live, so that's 2,000. You looking at what, $20 a piece? Let's just be honest. Sometimes, people can give $20, right? Uh, Sometimes they could give five, maybe 10, 15, or it could be like $2, right? The thing is, when pastors ask about, trying to get a certain number, right? The congregation that come to receive the word and everything like that, a lot of them don't have the cash to like, oh, I could just, $20. Now, I don't know if this is the only collection that, he's took up or he's already taken another collection. I don't know. But I do know is that when you add something specific like that, like 40,000, right now in today's economy, That $20 could, I mean, especially if you're already struggling as is to like pay your bills, you got your rent, mortgage, insurance, car note. Um, you probably got, kids who are in school, you got, I know, stuff that you got paid for in terms of extracurricular activities. Um, then you got to think about food. The cost of food is still going up, it's not going down. That $20 could go, a long way. I mean, you can make spaghetti for that amount to, feed your family for at least, 2 days. So I'm always at the firm believer, give what you can, don't overdo it. If you do have it, great. But a lot of those, I'm pretty sure a lot of those members um probably can only give maybe $5, $5, maybe $10. You know what I mean? Um, and the fact that it's almost like when he said it, and we all seen the clip. There's been a lot of reactions to it, but like when he said it, it's almost like you're holding me hostage to get money out of me. First off, if I want to leave, I'm going to leave. Don't be like, oh, we'll close the doors. Us just close the doors. No, don't do that because now people are like, well, I'm gonna come back here, right? And people are looking at Marvin Sapp, from those who are reacting, like, man, you're well off more than what a lot of people, probably more well off than the people in your congregation. You know what I mean? And you're talking about 40,000, right? I don't know if y'all actually paid attention to that video, but if y'all looked at what was on his wrist, it looks like a Rolex. Um, we all know how much a Rolex costs. Or it could be another watch, but it looks like an expensive watch, right? Now people going to their mind like, man, you got this watch on that probably costs more than what I make in a year, right? And you're asking for me to do what? You see what I'm saying? It's just a mindset. Like for me personally, that's to be the mindset that I have. Like if I could give $5, I'm gonna give you $5. That's all I have, right? Sometimes that's all people can give is the $5. And then you're not gonna tell the ushers. I mean, you could tell the ushers to close, the doors. They're probably on the payroll. But if I'm in that congregation, I'm leaving. You ain't gonna sit there and keep me hostage. You know what I mean? I give what I can give, and then I'm gonna keep on moving. And um, I just think that by the end of the day, you might have a target in place, okay, but understand your congregation. They might not. It might take time. You can just say, "Hey, just give what you can. Just give what you can. If it's $2, $5, $10, $20, give what you can." When I first saw that clip, I was like, in a way, it kind of seems why a lot of people are leaving the church. Not necessarily leaving the religion, but leaving the actual um the church, the building, that particular ministry, because of things like that. And you know, and here's the thing too. If you need to raise, say, $40,000, right? Or you looking for $40,000, there's other ways you can raise it in a sense, right? There's other ways you could do it. You know, I think the point is that not only are you asking for it, but it's almost like you're forcing it out of people when you tell the ushers to close the doors. That's what it feels like. It almost feels like, well, it does feel like you're holding them hostage until you get what you want. We're talking about the people. I'm just strictly talking about the people that's there in person. Now, if you're watching, from your phone or your, laptop, whatever, you could just like you could turn it off. Like I'm gonna turn it off. I don't think that was cool at all. Now I think he apologized. Another guy who's catching strays right now is Ricky Smiley, uh, due to the fact that he was defending Marvin Sapp. I think he was supposed to be on his radio show, too. So I'm gonna check that out as well. But I don't know, man. Like I, me personally, I'm glad I was never in that situation where they put like a dollar figure, on like this supposed to how much you're supposed to give them, right? Um, Now we hearing horror stories everywhere, right? You got people who can't go to church because now they can't afford to go to church. I thought church was free, right? I thought salvation was free. I thought hearing the word was free. But now it's become a more well, let's put it this way. It's been a business for a long time. Church itself has been a business a long time, right? Money goes in, money goes out. You hear a lot of people giving, 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 but they're not receiving and things like that. You see the pastor rolling in a brand new, like it could be a Mercedes Benz, it could be a Rolls Royce, it could be a Jaguar or a Porsche or a Lamborghini, something like that, right? And this is like their only means of income. Now, most pastors out there have a job or a career. Pastors I had um, always had a job or a career. So most of them have, they have to have a job because they really, I mean, they get a little money from the church. I'm part of the AME church, but they get a little money, from the church, depending on how big the church is too. Not every church is a big church. You got smaller churches as well. But, for the most part, I've been around ministers who are doing it for the good and not for the greed. And, you can see it in them, right? Um, who truly believe, not saying that everybody doesn't believe, but they put their belief ahead of finances, right? So then you got some that, hey, listen, this is the only means of income. You see bishops out here, multi-million dollar mansions and nice cars and fancy suits, cost all this money and stuff like that. It's kind of like people see that. People are paying attention to it now. So when you have a famous gospel artist like Marvin Sapp asking a congregation, 2,000 people total, all right, uh, for $40,000. And again, if you watch the video, I know some people pointed it out. I also noticed it too. I'm looking at, okay, I'm looking what do you have on you right now? I saw the watch. I'm pretty sure that's an expensive watch. That's not a cheap watch, right? Um, Probably, I don't know what shoes he had on his feet. I just saw what clothes he had on. I don't know how much that cost, but the accessories and everything, you could tell like, okay, what's really up, right? And you're not gonna hold people hostage, which it felt like. That's what it felt like, Now here's the thing too. If you're in that congregation, you could have left because they didn't lock the doors on you. You could have left. So the people that stayed, they might gave a little something like, here you go. whatever. But at that point, you talking about close ushers close the doors? Oh no, I'm gone. You ain't gonna keep me here longer because I know now it's a money thing, right? Now it's a money thing. Obviously, you got. Don't get me wrong. I mean, when you're inside of a church, I don't know if they own the building or not. Um, I don't know if they have a mortgage. I don't know if they are renting the building. Um, but obviously, you got your maintenance and you probably gotta pay people, right? Um, again, there's a business aspect to it that people understand. People understand that. But if I'm a member of the church or the congregation, I'm on the trustee board and all that stuff, or whatever capacity. As a member, I want to know why you're asking for this money. Because I'm pretty sure, I guarantee you, all the other ministers that was there, deacons, whoever, they probably knew about this. They probably have talked about this. But again, it was just a bad look. The way you did it, um, the way he did it was just a bad look overall, right? He could have probably said, you know what, I'm gonna put, let's just say he was gonna put in $10,000 of his own money. We need to raise $30,000 more, just to, whatever the case may be, but I'm gonna put in a quarter of it, right? $10,000. Yeah, people will be like, okay, you putting up 10,000. Okay, let's try to let's all try to get together. Let's try to raise this money, right? But when you asking the congregation to do it, like them to do it, now it's like, but again, a lot of times they say that's how the rich stay rich, right? You raise money, you spend other people's money. You don't spend your own. So, um, yeah, it was just a bad look. Again, I think you supposed to be on Ricky Smiley radio show. I'm gonna check it out, see what's what. I know Ricky Smiley got a lot of backlash for defending Marvin Sapp. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see what it is, and you know, hey, we just gotta see. We just gotta see. All right. Um, let's move on. Uh, first, before we go any further, man, again, I just want to thank all you guys who wish me a happy birthday. That means a lot to me. For the birthday calls, texts, messages on social media. Thanks again for all the birthday shout outs. And I'm gonna give a birthday shout out right now to my great grandmother in St. Louis, Myrtle Wells, aka Muddy. Happy birthday to you. Happy 98th birthday to you. So um happy birthday. Happy birthday. So yeah, thank you all once again. Means a lot. Had a great time on my birthday. So it means a lot, for people to recognize you on your birthday, to wish you happy birthday. It just makes you feel good, so that's what it is. Shout out to my wife who made my birthday enjoyable. We went out that night, um, and stuff like that. Just had a great time. So I really, really appreciate that. All right, y'all. So let's talk about uh something that really I don't talk about is politics. You got tariffs that's coming in, uh, being implemented. Obviously, prices are going to go up. Um, I'm only going to talk a little bit because on this particular issue, in terms of pricing, um, and stuff like that. Here's the thing, y'all know, I love Crown, right? I love Crown. Um, specifically Crown Vanilla. I tried I, real quick. I did try the Crown Blackberry. It was okay. From before I even took a shot of it, a lot of people was like, "Yeah, it's all right." You know, to me, it's almost like they were giving me that feeling like, "Oh, it's not really the best out of the different flavors and everything like that." But I actually did do a shot for my birthday. They had it at a place I went to in Clarksville, and really wasn't impressed. But anyway, uh, obviously, Crown is Canadian whiskey. We know in Canada they put all the American-made premium drinks off their shelves. It's empty in Canada. Luckily here we still have like Crown on the shelves, and it's still relatively the same price um as it pretty much has been, same price. So uh lucky for that. All I'm saying is that when prices and stuff going up and everything, it's if you like something, a certain brand or whatever, you're gonna feel it. You know what I mean? Basically in a way you're trying to tell people what to spend their money on. And if they don't like it, they just don't like it. I personally, like me, um, if y'all remember, I did reviews on a few other drinks last year. Um, going to do some more. Obviously, there's some drinks that I definitely want to try and everything, which I'm waiting on you guys to tell me what I should try. Um, and a lot of that stuff is you know, locally and all of that stuff. I get that. I want to try more local stuff as well as, other brands as international brands and all of that, because you want to expand your horizons. But excuse me, but when you think about you're hearing people are getting scared about car prices are going up because of these tariffs. You know, again, you have alcohol prices will go up because of tariffs. Anything that's wherever it's coming from is going to go up. I know a lot of people like to wear like boots or like clothing from, wherever it's made from, whether it's Mexico, whether it's China. Obviously, that's going to go up. Um, Accessories that's made overseas is going to go up because of the tariffs. Um, how much is going to go up? I don't have. I gotta wait and see. Um, but I would say, man, don't let that fear stop you from enjoying what you enjoy. You know what I mean? Um, Life is you get one life, enjoy it. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, this is what you have to buy. This is what you have to think. And this, that, and the third. Enjoy your life. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna drink Crown, but guess what? There's other things that I'm gonna add to the mix. Particular Uncle Nearest. I had a shot. I tried Uncle Nearest before. Only had one shot of it, but excuse me. But I'm definitely gonna try Uncle Nearest. Like really, truly try it. Um, because I remember when I had the shot and it really I was like, oh, this is it really hit me and everything like that. This was like I forgot, maybe a couple years ago. Um, but I want to go back and try it because I don't truly remember how it tasted, but I do remember the reaction I had when I drunk it. So that obviously um Jack Daniels um here in Tennessee. Uh I think Uncle Nearest is too. If I'm not mistaken. I gotta look that up. But that's some things like I want to try wherever it's coming from. I want to try it. You know what I mean? I think I'm not gonna let stuff like that um hold me back from just expanding my horizons. You know what I mean? If you like luxury cars, we all know luxury cars are not really made in America. So, but I mean, it's stuff like that. Prices hit people differently, man. I mean, listen, grocery prices is crazy out here. It is really crazy. I remember I was at Walmart the other day, 8 items. I got 8 items, or it was like 7 to 8 items, and it came out to $45. If it was like 10, 20 years ago, that same 8 items would have came out to about $22, right? So it's really crazy out here, man. It's really crazy, but guess what, man? Don't let that stop you from living your life. Please don't let that stop you from living your life. I know there's a lot of things that's going on right now. I know a lot of people paying attention to what's going on in politics, what's going on socially, and what's going on locally in your city, what's going on with your state. But you know what? Don't let that stop you from living your life. All right. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Just keep living, keep living. Um, Things change day after day, month after month, year after year. So just keep living, man, and you know, enjoy it. Enjoy life, man. Definitely enjoy life. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in with me tonight. Um, Once again, thanks for supporting Drinking After Dark podcast. Um, anything anything y'all want me to try, please leave it in the comments. We'll try it. Uh, I'm gonna get back to doing some reviews. All right, but I'm gonna need y'all help. Tell me what I should try, and then we're gonna get at it. Also, too, please make sure y'all follow Drinking After Dark podcast on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe to the channel. Also, tell your friends and family about it. You can also listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to podcasts, man. Once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. To my great grandmother in St. Louis, once again, Myrtle Wells, happy birthday, happy 98th birthday. So I'm dedicating this episode to you, and I hope you enjoy your birthday and stuff like that. So happy birthday. Um, Once again, I'm Darius from Drinking After Dark podcast, and we out. Peace.